Hello, black man. What is going on? We're back with another little. What we doing? Or what? What we doing? A little what?
What is it? Oh, wait. What we gonna do?
No, just say, tell them what we doing. Another little.
You ain't finna get me to do it. You gotta do it yourself. So you will know the next time. I know what it is. You want to know.
Nah, I just when the word popped up, I just asked for a little clarity. My mom asked today what we gonna do a little segment. So these are segments that we doing. She wanna know we all gonna do a little segment tonight. Yeah, we do a little segment.
Just for her.
Hey, you better be tuned in, EL too, for real.
Yeah, I'm finna send it to her.
Well, I saw I was gonna catch the replay. No, you gonna catch a live tonight, buddy.
Nope.
What's happening? What's up, good people? What's going on? What's going on? How y'all doing? Hey, man. So much going on. Y'all been watching the NBA playoffs. Last two games, game 7. I don't know. Celtics look real good versus the Bucks that last game, and then I don't know what Phoenix was doing, man. Oh my God, it might be it's probably one of the worst blowouts, game 7s of all time. But they look like they first time they ever played. But we just back, hey, chit chatting with you all, man. We want to, keep coming, bringing content, bringing things to you. Just letting you know, hey, we can work on stuff together as we working on our relationship. Anything that we're doing, hopefully, we can help and just talking, man. Just really just getting communication started, transparency. It's not as easy as it seems. It's what is the thing? It could be so easy, but sometimes it's just not. Sometimes it just causes, people overthink things and stuff like that. That's kind of how it goes.
So
it could all be so simple, baby.
Would you rather make it hard?
You sound just like him.
Shut up.
Sound just like him. I ain't lying.
Let me get into my bravado.
You sound just like him. I ain't lying to you.
One day I'm gonna work with Coach Victoria McNeil.
So we're gonna do a couple questions here, and then we'll do some stuff out of the journals. Cool.
I'm gonna have some topics.
Okay, come on, go with the topics.
Go ahead. You can do the cards first.
Okay, we're gonna do cards first. Tell me about the topics. I ain't know which one.
Huh? I told you about these a while ago. I heard earlier today, men don't listen.
You ain't talking about these topics.
Yes, I did. I said, I watched a show today and I got some topics written down for us to discuss. Did I not tell you that?
Nope, you didn't say you had no topics.
Oh!
Nope. That's not what you said.
It's okay, man.
That ain't what you said.
It's okay. I love you.
You said you had some feedback. So I got some feedback. That's not, hey, I got topics for the next show.
I did. I said topics that we can discuss. I said feedback we can discuss in the next show. That's what I said. Based on
I know you said feedback. Tonight. I ain't heard nothing about no topics.
No, you didn't, but it's okay.
You think I didn't hear it on purpose?
I do.
How does it help me?
How does it hurt you?
I mean, what's the purpose of me not hearing what you're saying?
I don't know, sweetheart.
I don't know what you're saying.
I can't.
All right, so I'm shuffling these cards. These are the connections couple. Connections couple question. The first question is for who?
It doesn't matter. Ladies first, okay.
All right.
Well, I mean, why does it have to be for somebody? We can both answer it.
All right.
But I guess I can go first.
Ready?
Sure.
It says, which 2 traits from each of us do you want our future children to inherit? Explain.
We can skip that card because there will be no future children from the
Which 2 traits from each of us do you want our future children to inherit?
We're not having
Explain.
Kids, so I can't answer that. Next question. Pass. You talking about figurative, imaginary children? Still not gonna answer. Ain't speaking that into existence.
What do you feel is the weakest part of our relationship?
Ooh, juicy question.
Okay.
Ooh, the weakest part of our relationship. Oh my God. The weakest part.
Yeah.
Wow, that's powerful.
Okay.
The weakest part of our relationship. Weakest. When you say weakest, can you elaborate on weak?
I guess, what would you like to see stronger?
Whew, that's tough, babe. I mean, we are very progressive and we're working on all areas. But if I had to pinpoint something, I would have to say that it would be our communication, simply because I didn't know you had a Madden game tonight. That alone lets me say that we need to work on our communication. And we're doing that every day. That's the purpose of these journals. That's the purpose of what we doing. Like, to communicate. I had no idea you had a Madden game. So communication would definitely be a weak point in our relationship that we are working on a daily basis.
Yeah.
In your opinion?
It's probably following through on some schedule stuff. Like you are a phenomenal scheduler, and you put some things out there for us to do, and more often than not, it's me that's kind of lagging behind, or not, completing tasks, or not working on content and stuff like that. So if I could just do better in that regard, I think it would be better for us.
Do you think that you have an employer versus employee mentality?
It depends. It really depends. I am, you know, I guess when I am at work, I definitely feel like it's my job. Like, I definitely feel like I own everything I come in contact with. When you get to your business, when we get to Hello Black Man, I'm often uh, maybe more hesitant to do certain things, if that makes sense. Sometimes I'm just more hesitant to do stuff, which I shouldn't be, because it's mine.
You're the one who said to me, so like, don't get too attached to those things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But moving on.
Yeah. I mean, it's great advice. Let's see, I listen to my own.
Maybe you need somebody else to tell you. 2 more cards, and we're gonna move on to the topic for tonight. We're gonna tell y'all some stories. We're gonna chat a little, and we're gonna get up out of here.
Okay. What would you say started our biggest fight? Explain. Communication.
Me. Let's be clear. Right here. I start all the fights. If we want to be very, very transparent, I am a fight starter. and I can wake up in the middle of the night.
Turn the light on.
Alexa, turn on the lights.
Lord have mercy. I know I don't deserve this. Lord, please.
You absolutely deserve this.
Listen.
You said.
Listen. I'll be wanting the lights to go out. Lord, please turn the lights out, Lord. Please.
You know how you can get the lights turned out?
Woo.
Wink, wink.
Lord have mercy.
You can turn the lights out. You just let me know when you're ready to turn the lights out.
Hey, I got you, baby.
So I definitely started most fights. I think our biggest fights have been just over miscommunication, just not being straightforward, not being upfront.
Yeah.
Like that has taken a toll on me. It has taken such a toll on me that I have been anxiety stricken sometimes by this trust and communication.
Mm-hmm.
It means a lot to me because I know how much I put forth in trying to be open and transparent, even when you be like, I don't want to know this, that, the other. I'm like, well, you gonna know it because the last thing gonna happen is somebody gonna tell you, and I hadn't told you before, me. So that's my biggest issue. That was for me the biggest fight. I can't even remember which one was the biggest fight between that and you being consistent and working on the business. Those are the 2 things that we fight about the most.
I can't. I can't deny either though. That's pretty much what we're saying.
What started the biggest fight in your mind?
Nothing. Just hey, why didn't you tell me this? Hey, you should have told me this day. Hey, I don't know why I don't know. Hey, why did somebody else tell me this?
Like we're friends. Like we're friends before anything else. So like if you put that friendship above all else, and you understand that I love and trust you, I feel like you telling me stuff like that's second nature. Like, hey, this happened, that happened. I saw this person, I saw that person. They said this, they said that. Like that's second nature to me because our friendship is way more valuable than anything else. It's just me. But I almost chopped your throat tonight about something. I don't remember what it was, but you know, I ain't no telling. Something about time, and you remember. All right, last card.
What's the best gift I've ever given you? What makes it special?
So when we talk about gifts, does it have to be something physical? Does it have to be like a present?
No, whatever it's your answer. I don't think it specifies it has to be a certain gift or anything. A certain physical gift or anything like that.
The best gift that I've ever gotten from you is just you as a person. Just like being with you and being around you, it's such a gift to me every day. And just appreciating your presence, appreciating what you bring to the table, like it's invaluable to me. Like, do I want flowers and cars and stuff? Maybe it don't. Like we all want that type of stuff. But like if I had to choose between being here with you, being here for you, and getting flowers and candy and stuff like that, nothing but cake. Just throwing it out there. I would definitely choose being in your presence over all of those things.
Okay. I guess for me, definitely. I mean, like I said, you already, took the best answer. God, dog, man. I mean, why you take that answer? Now I can't say it because it don't seem right. You know what I'm saying?
But you get gifts all the time though, so
I do
those
get
gifts are.
But I do. I mean, you do. You a gift giver. I mean, from suits to shoes to Kappa stuff.
I don't count the things that I buy with your money gifts, but go ahead.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I absolutely count those.
So the suits I technically
but this is
buy with your money, so I don't count
those are things I wouldn't have.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't have it. So it's still a gift.
Okay.
The money, I mean, there's nothing that I'm missing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't missing the money. And so those are things that obviously I, need in my repertoire, wardrobe. And so from that standpoint, it just, hey, everything that you bring in, it helps every little bit. TV, got a TV.
No, I did buy that with my money.
Okay.
That's that whole separate but equal conversation that
Lord.
want to have. Like bank accounts, his money, my money. Like we don't do it completely together, but we do have things that we do buy and purchase together or talk about together.
Yeah.
So we working on it.
All right, we got a card.
Did you say what your favorite gift was?
Yeah, I told you. It's I mean, beyond the things that you taught me, it's my eating tables. I got an Alcorn, Hello Black Man. I got a Knicks. I got a Washington. Got a Kappa table. My little eating tables. See, stuff like that is just invaluable. Kappa stuff, TV, suits, like so much.
You spoiled, huh?
Pretty much. now you gotta keep it up.
Hey. Ain't no problem with me if you worry about that.
Hey, you gotta keep it up. Gotta keep it up.
I don't know how to get a little change.
You gotta keep it up now. Keep that thing up.
All right, so the first story of tonight has to definitely be our impromptu movie night. I want to tell you, because I hadn't told you this before, I thought it was super romantic.
Okay.
That we spontaneously off of a picture, what is it called?
Photo shoot?
Yes, that's the one. Why you gotta frame your face
I'm
up?
just saying.
I couldn't think
Hold
of photo
on. The word photo shoot escaped you?
You did. It's a photo shoot.
It's a picture outing. What was you finna say?
A picture
day.
Majigga.
what you
Thingamabob.
man? What? I don't want to say what you talking
So,
about.
anyways, we had a photo shoot. You know, we're gonna drop some pictures from that soon. But straight off the photo shoot, he decided that we should go to the movies to see Doctor Strange.
Strange.
We don't have any spoilers because we don't know what the movie was about. So he decides I'm gonna go to the movies. I have no extra clothes with us. So I'm like, I'm gonna go buy clothes. And while I go buy clothes, you go to the movies, get the tickets, and go inside, so we'll know. Like that's just commonality to me.
All right. So
to
listen.
me,
Okay.
it's commonality.
No. So that wasn't feasible based on how the movie theater was set up, right? Because now I go in, get the tickets, and the guy's like, "Hey," I'm like, "Hey, got a young lady. She be in. She got locks. Can you, scan her in? Can I leave the ticket?" He's like, "Nah, you gonna have to wait on her." I'm like, "Okay." So I went ahead and bought popcorn. I bought popcorn and drink.
Which means that he went inside of the theater,
Right.
but did not go to
No.
the actual.
Right.
Did not go to the actual theater to see and make sure that we were going to be in the right place.
No, I mean, how hard is that?
To go to the right theater?
Yeah.
Apparently very.
Okay. So now let's get to that part.
Okay.
Tell the story.
I was telling the story.
No.
You interrupted me.
I ain't interrupt you.
Tell your side.
No, I just let them know that, hey, I couldn't take your ticket into the theater.
Yes, he could. He could have taken my ticket into
and
the theater.
And then how would I have known when you came in? Just randomly
because we
come
don't
back
have technology to text and say, "Hey, I'm out here."
So you want me to go into the theater, take the popcorn, take the drink, go in there,
find our seats,
and then bring everything back out?
Why you gotta bring everything
You
back
want
out?
me to leave popcorn and drink there, like with people in the theater?
Yeah.
No, you don't do that. No, I taught you better than that. You don't have food out. You don't have food and stuff. You don't leave food out. No, I tell you, you don't leave drinks,
How many
food.
people have had something put in their popcorn?
It don't matter. It don't matter. You just don't leave nothing out. You don't leave stuff.
Well, why not go to the theater, find the theater that we're supposed to be in,
Mm-hmm.
wait till I call you, come back out when I call you, and then get the popcorn and the stuff.
What would make me think to go in till you call me? Call me in the theater.
Logic.
Never.
I would definitely have gone to make sure that we were in the right theater, make sure I found the seats, because that's what I do with the kids. Like I always go in, make sure, check everything, then come back out and get the kids. But that's neither here nor there.
All right.
All right, we passed that. Jamie's supposed to be getting the tickets.
I got the tickets.
Finding the theater.
I got the tickets. I got the snacks. Now come on, just tell the story.
So I go to this little place in the outlet, find me this little dress, throw it on, and come back to the theater.
And what I'm doing?
And he's standing at the counter waiting on me. I guess.
Romantic.
So sweet.
Waiting on.
Oh my God.
Waiting on you.
You didn't come over the door, but I'll give you credit for what I give you credit for. So I come in and he's waiting on me. So we go to the theater. Well, we go to a theater. And when we walk in, like, I'm looking at him like, this movie don't look like it's where it needs to be. It's only 5 minutes in. Why is this movie where it is? He's like, oh, yeah, nothing, blah, 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 so on and so forth. I say this literally when we walk in the theater. He tells me, no, it's good. It's good. Everything's good. So we sit in the theater. An hour goes by.
No. How do we walk into the theater?
How?
Yeah. In what order?
Me, you?
Say it again.
Don't try to do
No.
Don't try to do that. Don't try. First of all, okay, two things.
No.
This movie should not be next door to each other if they're
I agree with that.
things. Like at different times the movie should be next door to each other.
I agree.
But no, you got too far ahead.
No.
You got too far ahead. We gotta get to the nitty gritty before we get to that part.
Okay.
So go to the theater, sit down. I'm like, man, this movie started. It's just 10 minutes in. It shouldn't be this far. The light shouldn't be down. The light shouldn't be down. We should be still doing preview.
Lights down.
The movie is middle of the movie. I know it's middle of the movie because I'm looking at it. I'm like, this got to be see the middle of the movie in my mind. But he was like, no, they just started. I was like, okay,
So no, it said it's starting at 8. It's the last one.
It's right next door to the movie that we're supposed to be in. So of course we're not thinking that the movies are side by side first and foremost.
Dumb.
Okay.
So
we sat down, we're looking at this movie. We get an hour into the movie. I'm asleep 5 times by this time. He wake up.
Yeah,
I ain't asleep, man. You gotta wake up.
He's
Like,
you don't know what's going on.
I'm asleep.
Sleep in the movie, man. Like a little child. Like, you know, you say kids in the movie.
Like a grown up, like an old man.
I'm like, hey.
I'm like, what is it?
You know the movies is high. And I got popcorn and a drink.
And we ain't half of it.
Wake up, man.
So an hour in, the credits start rolling. And I'm looking at the movie, I'm like, no, it's a 2-hour movie. Ain't no way this movie over this quick. And so I'm like, babe, something ain't right. He was like, maybe it's just the halfway credits and another movie gonna come on.
I said, maybe that.
So
and then guess what happened? Another little movie came. The little after thing. Right.
After credits.
Right. So after the credits roll, people said, one couple left. Couple of guys left. We're like, okay, wonder why they leaving. Like,
I was still asleep, I ain't gonna lie.
We're an hour into it. You didn't care at that point.
I didn't. I was like, I hope this movie is over.
And so we sit there, and after the credits roll on Doctor Strange, there's another.
We only an hour in.
We're an hour in, credits roll, and there's a little 5-minute scene afterwards. So we're like, okay, here we go.
The movie
maybe here we go. Here we go. Here we go, baby. Here the movie go. And the damn movie cut off. The lights turn on.
It's like, it's over. It's over.
No, it's over now.
I'm searching like, there ain't no way to see it. The movie. It's a 2-hour movie. Got another hour to go. So we get up, leave out of the movie, and then we go into the theater that we supposed to be in.
They right next to each other. Listen. So look. So like we go in just like this little right here. So we walk into here. Our movie is right here, and like it's like literally right here. We walk in. Dr. Strange playing. But we should have been like right there.
So I go into the next movie where we supposed to be.
And it's exactly where it was when we walked into the first movie.
And I go and sit down. I'm like, all right, we're going to catch it again. Because we still got another hour in this theater because we paid for 2 hours.
We've seen all this.
He's standing back up there talking about,
let's go. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's go. Come on out and get your popcorn and get your drink. Let's go. No, we're not finna watch the same hour twice though. I said, nah, let's go. Let's get out of here. Let's go.
I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. But I told you. It was a theater's fault.
Yes.
It was our fault.
Yes.
It was his fault. It was my fault. Like we all have to take some responsibility.
Man, listen.
So look, to make a long story short, we went to see Doctor Strange, something metaverse, universe, something, blah, blah.
Yep.
We only saw the second half of it. So we're sitting, and then I went and paid for Disney Plus because they told me it was on Disney Plus.
Oh, please tell me about this.
I just did.
No, tell me the whole thing.
I saw it said Metaverse, Doctor Strange on Disney Plus. So I paid for the app, and I was like, we finna watch this.
You like, come on, now, let's watch it. We finna watch it right now. I don't think that's on no Disney Plus.
And I logged in. He's like, that's not it.
I'm like, no.
Right, y'all.
I said, that ain't the Doctor Strange.
That is the high of the week.
Yeah, it was funny, man. It was funny.
So, but
just laugh it off, man. Just laugh it off.
Oh, man, it was tough.
Laugh it off. What's up, DG? What's up, Ash? Melinda, Kenora?
Second half of the Metaverse movie. Anybody out there who want to send me the first half spoilers, we know how it is. Y'all just drop that in my inbox because I ain't know
what happened the first hour of Doctor Strange.
And I slept.
Where did
look in the second half?
You wouldn't have made it through the whole movie, no way.
I was so tired.
You wouldn't have made it through the whole movie.
I would not have. I was so.
You
glad.
would sleep on the first 20 minutes.
That we only had 1 hour. I didn't know what to do.
The first 20 minutes of the 1 hour, the back half of the movie.
What you doing? Wake up!
Oh, yeah. Oh,
this nigga ain't waking me up.
Hey,
I'm trying to sleep. We here for you. We here for you. All right.
What's up, Willie?
So here are some things that we're going to talk about this evening. And I decided to talk about these based on the topics that we had from the last show.
Okay.
average men / average women, because we do not get to go into detail about
Okay.
it.
What is an average man?
To whom? This is the part that we didn't
What is the
understand.
thing? Who validates who you are? Right.
Validates your average
Validation.
ability.
Right. Who do you allow that power? Right.
The government.
The government says who's average because they say average median income, the average household, the average,
When you fill out that census, then somebody to make sure we fill out. What do you say? Do you say that you're average, or do you say you're above average? How do you determine your average ability?
Well, they usually talking about money when they talk about that, though.
And I think that's what that is talking about. I think when we talk about Kevin Samuels, y'all are off the hook. Y'all, I like saying that. Y'all are off the hook.
Wait a minute.
For the
what that mean?
For the what the guy name? The other guy was Jamal Bryant stuff, because he came back and apologized. Of course, if it's genuine or not, we don't know, because Kappas have.
Oh Lord, you're not gonna do that.
You can't be half apologizing, but
right.
we're gonna accept your little apology, Jamal Bryant. We're gonna move on.
It seemed genuine to me. It was a full.
I bet it did.
It was a full.
Kappa man.
What time, man? It was a full 4-minute apology.
First of all, let me break it down. Let me cut down the pieces that I wasn't happy with. It took too long to get to the point. Get straight to the point. Apologize in public when you offend people in public, and when I've done something wrong, and when I'm loud, he should have started with the apology and then did the stuff after the apology, and then I would have accepted it, because I would have been more.
So you don't like how he apologized?
Yeah, I didn't, but that's just me. That's just me.
You ain't satisfied with.
I wasn't.
You ain't satisfied with Jamal Bryant's apology to Kevin Samuels' family.
It was too much. Get to the point.
Okay.
Thank you, Willie Younger. Like, come to me straightforward. This is what I'm apologizing for, and then you can put all that other blasphemy behind it. But straightforward is what I like.
You heard my feet.
I hear some steps. Golly, it ain't that many steps. All right, so go ahead. Average men and women, we don't know what that is, but there's anybody out there who knows what an average man or woman, if this is talking about social class, about income, about looks, like what does average look like and feel like to you? Career, I don't know what that was about.
My career, your career?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. Disciplining kids. We can talk about that if you want to, or we can move on.
Well, for me, yeah, I guess always coach the kids up. Like I want them to be thinkers. I want them to be understanders. I want them to understand that every action will have repercussions. Like think forward. Say, okay, I know what you're doing right now. Are you talking loud? Just think about it. Let's calm down. Like understand what you're doing. Then you're gonna do this. Then what? Then what? Then what? Because I don't think that I didn't get a lot of that coaching growing up, right? And so I think that's something that was missing, I guess, initially for me, or that's something I had to kind of hone myself. So I'm always thinking that, okay, if I do this, then what? If I do this, then what? Then what? Then what? Like you keep breaking it down until it's a very good understanding on what you're asking your child to do, what they need to be understanding. So discipline. This day and age, whooping kids versus taking things away, right? You got the old school mentality: spoil the rod, spare the rod, spoil the child. So you have that, or are you going to mentally engage your kids in order to better equip them to make better decisions? You know.
I have no idea what these comments about, because apparently I did not open my page up. But I do not be hitting him behind the camera, Joey. My daughter said the same thing. She said, support Jamie. Oh no, return. Myself laughing. That's right. Y'all doing the most out here tonight. I hate I never opened up my page. Do y'all know each other's love language? We do. Do we
Mhm.
love each other in our each other's love language or our own love language? That is questionable because I know that I definitely do a lot. Like I try to love him in all of the languages, just so I don't miss any language. So that's me in a nutshell. Like I try to be over the top so I don't miss
How you
anything.
miss? How you miss all these comments?
I just opened my page up.
Okay. All right, man. Where all these comments come
I
from?
know. I thought I had opened it up before we started, but apparently I didn't. But go ahead.
So this one, kids, know your child, and just know that any discipline that is missing at home, it will be received at some point.
Be scared to respond. Why you say that, Willie? What are you scared to respond about? Like, I don't think that he's scared to respond. I think he can oftentimes be more apprehensive than not. Whereas I'm just open and out there. That I think we complement each other well because I'm like, I'm telling all the business, and he's like, maybe you should have said that. That's too much. I'm like, nah, the people need to know. They here for the show. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. So I don't know. What do you think? Because you hitting on him.
Everybody knows.
Don't think I won't. I chop that throat in a heartbeat. Anyways, Willie, men with kids versus women with kids, and I think that's something that we were talking about with the kids Samuels thing. I think that women with kids are more of a danger zone to me, just based on
Man, now why is this so funny?
Women with kids are danger zone. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. From my perspective, I can't speak from anybody's perspective.
Talking about the women with kids?
Yes, we're talking about kids. We'll address better than me.
I thought you was going right
we might address better than
Okay,
me.
I thought you was going.
So to me, men with kids are more problematic than women with kids because when you have men with kids, like it just don't be sitting well with me. But I can't say that. I can't say from my perspective because I have such a close knit relationship with everybody in my circle of baby mamas, baby daddies. Mm-hmm. But it has been such a difficult transition for me to deal with, some baby mamas just based on their perception. So I don't know. I can't speak on that. I'm gonna let you speak on that while I go.
Okay. For me, see, that's transparency. You ain't gotta tell them where you're going. You just tell them. I don't understand. Like, why?
My man, why I excuse myself.
So listen, men with kids, dating men with kids, women with kids. This is the thing. In a separation between a couple, right? Normally, the women have the children. So there is a disproportionate amount of women with children on a daily basis seeking relationship with men who are fathers, but they don't have the children on a 100% basis, especially in our community, right? Because it looks bad if the men have the kids. So if you could think about the last 10, 20, 30 divorces that you know of, the women get the kids. The women get the kids for whatever reason, even if the guys is responsible, capable, willing, wanting, and just because it is I don't know, it is put into our psyche that if the woman doesn't have the kids, then she's not a good mother, right? And I don't think that's factual. I think more men need their kids. I think more men need their son or daughter. Because in our community, so many, men, they can start a new family, and then they're static between their biological kids, and maybe not getting along with their new bonus kids or bonus stepbrothers and stuff like that. I just think that one more if the man is capable, responsible, and he doesn't no danger. Of course, just it not every situation, but there are so many capable fathers out there that want to raise their kids. They want to raise their daughters and sons. And allow the mother to go back to school. Allow the mother to let her start a new relationship with no kids. I'm fine. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. But it's taboo. If a mother doesn't have her son, well, she just this. She don't care nothing about her children. Why the man can't care about his child? I mean, I don't understand why the man can't be just as loving, caring, to be able to keep the child on a consistent basis. It's just one of those things that is just taboo in our community. You don't have your woman don't have a child. It's a big deal. It's just a big deal. So I don't know.
What do you think is the biggest barrier in that, as far as
it's community? It is how you know. It's what you know people will say for the woman. The woman knows that the community is going to look down on her for not having those children. She's gonna feel that she's gonna feel obligated, like it's the norm for the woman to get the child. It's the norm. That's how the court system has been pushed in the past. It may
or are men not fighting for their children?
I think that happens. That happens more often because of the perception. Like that does happen because you feel like you up against such a fight that you feel like, you know what, like I don't want to go through all this. I don't feel like I want to go through certain things, you know. So I think that's part of it too.
Well, we're gonna transition into some foolery. How do I get a woman to propose to me? It's a very good question because I don't think it's as hard as you think it is. I think that you just gotta find a woman who is willing and ready to be married, and you tell her what your expectations are and let her know. It's communication. If Jane wanted me to propose to him, without a doubt, I would be on one knee tonight. I'm just playing back. You want me to propose to you?
Please don't.
Okay, don't propose to you. You just gotta find somebody who is on your.
So you think he needs to say, "Hey, listen, we're communicating, we're dating, we're doing this. My expectation is that once you're ready, that you ask me to marry
you." Yes.
Just say it.
Yeah, absolutely. What else could you do?
I don't know.
And if she like, I don't want nobody.
Then she ain't the one.
She ain't the one. Find you somebody else. I'm not gonna propose to you. You got somebody like that. That's not who you need. You need somebody who is agreeable. Because if you think about the grand scheme of things and this whole gender role thing and genders and who's supposed to do what, like that's so like outdated if you really think about it. Like because who says that? Who told us that the man was supposed to propose to the woman? I know we have those Christians out there who are like, the Bible says when a man finds a wife, but it don't say nothing about when the man proposes to the wife. It just says when he finds somebody. So if he communicates with her what he feels, what he wants, then he doesn't have to worry about rejection. And that's something that is on our list too. Okay. Rejection, lies, and breaking up.
Oh, yeah.
Read right here. Okay. I have to go back. Because like a lot of people are afraid of rejection. Mm-hmm. And I think men more so, nope. Women are more afraid to reject men than anything. Mm-hmm. Because as a woman, I know that rejection has been something that I have had repercussions from. Mm-hmm. So instead of just outright saying no to a man, I'll kind of feed his ego in order to get myself to a safe space, if mm-hmm. that makes any sense. Mm-hmm. You know, like if somebody approaches me or addresses me, I'm like, hey, how you doing? You know, we talk about this all the time. Mm-hmm. You ought to just say no, just walk away. And I'm like, but I'm scared. Like, I don't know. Like, if I say no, what's going to happen? Like, he may try to kidnap me or do something crazy. So I'm trying to appease this man's ego in order to get to where I need to be, whether it's calling you, whether it's talking to you. So it's like, how do you feel rejection in men compares to rejection in women? Like, for instance, you rejected me for 8, 9, 10 months. And I just kept going, right? But if the shoe was on the other foot, and I had been the one that was being rejected, or you had been the one that was being rejected, would you feel like it would be different?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think this is, who people are. For me, this generation definitely has a different outlook on uh, uh, hey, turn the sound on.
Focus.
What's going
Go
on?
ahead.
This generation has a true break in verbal communication because two people can communicate without talking to each other. They can go strictly social media for weeks, months without speaking face to face. And I think that we've done, I guess, our generation, we're more used to rejection. I would say so. Now, guys, men in their teens and 20s, early 30s right now, I don't think that they've had the same rejection. They hadn't asked for a dance and been rejected. Like, okay, boom, no problem. You know, it is what it is. But these days is just different. You feel like that if a man approaches you and you tell him no, that he's gonna become irate.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the perception that's out there. Not saying that that's gonna happen, but the perception is enough anxiety already.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You already sweating and foaming at the mouth and what I'm saying, looking crazy. So the whole I don't know. The communication barrier I think is getting worse because I think rejection these days could have different repercussions. I really do. I think that it could, and you do need to get the safety. If somebody's approaching you and it's not you're not in a well-lit area or not where somebody can see you or what's going on or somebody put their hands on you, like definitely get to a place that's safe before full off. Hey, don't talk to me. Like you just got to be smart about it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfortunate, but you do.
I don't know what I wrote there. We talked about this on our walk the other day about cordial relationships. Do you think that men and women can be friends?
Do I think men and women can be friends?
Yes, just friends, with neither one of them having any type of feelings or affections or desires
See,
for one another.
This is one of those things where what's his name? Shoot,
Kevin Samuels?
Not Kevin Samuels. Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey said it can't like any man that's friends with a woman that he has to be attracted to her in some type of way. Like you just meet people all the time. Like I mean, coming through high school, middle school, you want to meet people, and because you're cordial, and because you're, I guess what is considered a friend, because you communicate, I guess, randomly with somebody. Like, is that your friend? Like, is a certain amount of information make them your friend? Like so. That's up for debate.
If it's something that you have to hide from your significant other,
mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that?
Then could we be friends? And
you
not know?
Is that a friend? Yes. Something that you have to hide from your significant
Okay, so what's hiding? So what's hiding? So because it hadn't came up in conversation?
Hiding is your significant other not knowing about it.
Okay, so like you don't know that I'm friends with certain people from my high school. It hadn't came up in conversation. So if I see them and I'm like, hey, what's up? Da, 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 and then you like, well, I don't know who this is.
No, somebody that you are friends with that you speak to regularly.
Mm.
Not somebody that like that I have my high school friends that come out and support us and do things with us. You know about those people. I don't speak to them regularly, but you still know about them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're in our circle. That's another thing. But let's talk about this first, and then we'll talk about that. So, because you don't have nobody, so you don't count.
No, I don't think anything should be hidden. No, I don't think you should be hiding a person in the dark.
Deleting messages and things of that sort. Like, I think when you get to a place, in my opinion, where you have to delete messages, like you already, to me, are crossing the line of crossing the line of untruthfulness or
Okay.
unfaithfulness. Like, you know, like at some point you got to realize, hey, okay, so this is something that I should probably share with my significant other before I delete it if I want them to have full trust of me and who I am.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know. That's just my opinion. What's
Yeah.
your opinion on that? We're reading comments. That's why we're paused. We should probably put them up there. Brad says it can be done. I've done it for years. You've done what for years, Brad? Be specific. Don't have me tag tissue in this. Kanoy says, listen, all my BFFs are females, and either their man is gonna accept me or he is not, or do they have men? Like, let's just start there. Do your BFFs have men, and do they really accept you? Let's talk about that, Kanoy. Teacher said, tuned in. Thanks, TJ. We appreciate your support. Ashley says, as long as boundaries are understood and respected, then yes. A lot of people don't like boundaries. A lot of people do not like boundaries, and they don't like to have expectations. And like when you're in a situation where someone doesn't accept or receive expectations well, like how do you deal with it? Like, hey, this is what I expect of you. This is the thing that I expect. Because I don't like that. I don't like placing expectations on you. Because I feel like when I start placing expectations, then we cross a line of you feeling like there's something you have to do that you may not want to do. So I would rather just respect like
I mean,
your
what is
boundaries,
the
who you
thing?
are.
What is the thing? I mean, when you're in a relationship, like you got to be willing to give up certain things. You know what I'm saying? For
Really?
yeah, I mean, this is. I mean, it comes with just the ease of operation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm used to being after 3 or 4 o'clock, and you're like, hey, listen, 1:30. You know what I'm saying? You going out like you never, gave me no time, nothing like that. But I'm just saying, but hey, if I wanted to go out and have a good time, I could be back by 1:30, right? So I just think that certain things has to be compromised.
But
If it's a problem.
I was just like, let's just assume, let's just say I decided to stay out past what you consider a reasonable time. How would you feel about that?
What is your demeanor when you get here? like you on top of the world, like time got away from you? Are you explaining like, hey, listen, I know what time it is? Are you like?
And that's where. So we're in 2022, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm very adamant about always making sure you know where I am. Mm-hmm. Like I'm always sending you my location. I'm always texting you. I'm always sending you pictures. Does that mean I can't be doing something wrong? Absolutely not. But I feel like it kind of eases the burden on a person who you're trying to be sure that they trust you. Mm-hmm. And I feel like you, on the opposite end, I don't feel like you are that way. You feel like, oh, if you got to send me your location, I don't trust you.
I guess it's just something I've never habitually done.
Well, you know we just got this capability 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So like, bye, Brad. We finna go to bed too. So, with it being such a new feature, with it being such a new thing to
so do, every time I leave, you're saying the expectation is.
I didn't say the expectation.
Okay. So what's enough? What's enough time to share my location?
I mean, you don't have to share it at all.
Okay.
I'm just saying, what is okay with you, from your perspective? What is something?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So we're talking about you, like not what I do. We're talking about your perspective and how you feel you should handle things in order to make sure that you're being trusted by your partner.
Right. So you're saying me sharing my location would help you trust me better? I don't know what you're saying then.
Like I said, I share my location for that purpose.
And you saying what should I do?
What do you think you should do?
Right.
Right.
I'm telling you, it's nothing that I'm gonna just flip on and do on a regular basis.
Right.
Right. And I'm asking you, what do you need to see from a location sharing apparatus? Like if I say, hey, I'm headed out for the day, I'm finna run a few errands. You expect the location to go from mall to McDonald's to Lowe's to stop by Pico's and back? Like, would that help you trust what I'm doing for the day?
So, I'm the type of person that I don't want anything to come to me before you tell it to me.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, if you're going all these places and somebody calls me and they're like, oh, hey, I just saw
And
Johnny at
now
such
you
and
got a
such.
problem that I've been
Now
there and
I
ain't
feel
told
like,
you.
oh, you did? Like, I didn't know he was going to that place. Now I would
Yeah.
feel some type of way.
I don't know how to get in front of every single thing. Like, I'll have to be on the phone with you at all times saying, hey.
You wouldn't. It's a simple communication.
Right.
It's a simple 3-second. This is where I am.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm going 10 places, so the expectation
This is where I am.
every time I go somewhere, you need to know before I get there.
I don't need to know.
You said that if somebody told you that, I told you 9 out of 10 places. In the 10th place I go, I don't tell you, no, I can't help you. I don't know if that's even feasible. No.
Okay. No. I understood. So we're on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
What song do you think describes you in the bedroom? What is your prowess song? I know, right? This is a good one.
I ain't never thought about that.
As a Kappa, surely y'all have some songs.
That's a good one. I don't know. I'm not a R&B, not an R&B, not that. No.
TJ, you gotta send us some. No, never mind. We gotta hear some of your music though. I don't know if I've ever heard any of your songs. Are you more of a cover artist, or do you have some songs that you have personally?
Yeah, he got some personal songs.
Another one bites the dust. That's a CPR song, Kanoy. Jesus Christ.
That's not bad. I don't know. That's tough.
Okay.
We gotta come back to that one.
Okay, it's not something that you have to answer. We can do 2 more parts to close out the night. What's my favorite song?
You thought I answered it?
I did not, because you never double back to ask me. My song is I got it written right here. The Nasty song.
All right, how it go?
There's another pole.
Yeah, see, I like something like that.
Song.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I don't like no slow song.
I'm definitely like, give me some quick and fast.
Give me some.
To the point.
Give me some.
Somebody.
Oh,
this is something I posted on my page. He got that dum dum. I can't even think of the name of the song, but yeah, give me something.
I always want Flawless a Rich Kid.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
All right, we're gonna close this out. We got 7 minutes with 2 more questions from tonight's conversation deck. If y'all got questions that y'all have out there, please feel free to ask. We are an open book.
All right, card coming up. It says, "What's the most romantic thing I've ever done for you?" I don't know.
The most romantic thing you've ever done.
Bought you a laptop.
That wasn't necessarily
No, I'm just
you
kidding.
bought me a laptop for the purpose of working for you, so I don't even know if that is.
Bought some shoes. Is that romantic?
Well, my car got stolen at your place, and all of my shoes was in the car.
I owed you some shoes.
You kind of
old shoes.
Okay, but you bought me some shoes recently. That was cute.
Matching shoes.
You bought
matching shoes.
That was sexy. That was skirt.
Matching.
But
we got some matching shoes.
The most romantic thing was our photo shoot recently, and the way that we ended the night, even though we missed the first half of the movie. I think that was super romantic. Yeah, I appreciated that.
So. All right. Last one.
What's the most romantic thing I ever done for you?
Oh man, I don't know. You've done so much. You've ran my bath water. Romantic. You got my clothes stuff out. Like all this stuff is romantic to me.
Okay.
Yeah. What's one thing I could do to earn more of your respect? Turn the GPS on.
Turn GPS on.
Yeah.
My respect. That's another story. Wait, before we close out, let me tell y'all about what happened the other day. Well, I was driving and Jay was on the phone.
Oh my God.
Jay was on the phone. He talking, he into the conversation, but at the same time, he
No.
Chicago.
Listen.
I'm in
Listen.
the driver's seat thinking I'm doing a darn good job, right?
Listen. No. You know when somebody is riding, like, okay, you got the lanes you ride in, then they're riding the edge. You can hear it. Woo,
I did not.
You ride.
I did not ride the edge.
Or you ride in the middle.
Live.
You ride it.
All live.
You ride. I should have went live.
Okay, correction. I may have rode the middle. But the outside, I did not ride.
It's all looking.
He's like, checking the real.
Listen.
So I said I wasn't gonna address it. I was like, okay, he helping me. You know, he's watching out for what we doing. I'm not gonna say anything.
Stop sign, red light. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling stuff out. Like, okay, you got a red light. Like you watching?
He is passenger seat driving.
I'm trying to get us to our house alive.
Baby, I thought this man was training me to drive. Like I had never drove a day in my life.
Okay, so then we get to Taco Bell.
Wait, am I telling this story?
Nah, we're gonna tell it. Don't tell it. I don't want you to miss nothing.
Get to Taco Bell. So I was like,
let me tell you.
No, before we get to Taco Bell in the car, I was like, Negro, you gotta calm down. I drove this car a million times. Like you gotta relax. I'm driving. If you want to drive, you can drive.
Right.
I drive. That's what he said.
I drive.
Nah, I drive. That's
what I said.
That's how he said it.
I said I drive.
Anyway.
I said I drive. You know.
So we stopped at Taco Bell. Taco Bell, for those who don't know what that is, to get some food. And while we're in there, I was like, babe, you are acting really crazy while I'm driving. Like you are carrying on ridiculous. Like I need you to
give me the
down.
5th degree.
I need you to calm down.
You give me the whole speed.
Typically, he would have been irate. He would have jumped on me like, "What is happening?" He was dumb. He was like, "I'll do better." That's what
I'll do better. I said, "No problem."
No problem. I'll do better. So we get back in the car. I'm driving still, and we get ready to come back to Mississippi from Arkansas. And he's talking to me about something. I have no idea what it was.
I don't know what I was talking about.
He was going to show me something, but I turned, and I hit all of the curves and all of the bumps.
So listen. So you know, like when you get ready to turn into like going up the ramp, there's a piece, there's a median there. There's a triangle median that for onboarding going on, and then people coming from the opposite way. You have a median, a block, concrete there. It's about maybe 3 or 4 inches high. Boom!
And I'm driving, right? And he's over there still trying to show me something. He doesn't say anything to do. He's just
don't say nothing.
He's like,
finna kill us. Finna tear the whole rental car up.
This is me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, babe.
Listen, I'm like, okay. Yeah.
I'm like, my bad, man. I should have said that.
Boom,
to you.
boom.
It was like literally 10 seconds after we left.
I'm talking about like literally. We hadn't got back on the interstate. Jimmy, man. I was like, yeah, let me show you some of that.
Boom, 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 boom.
You know what I'm saying?
He's like, I was like, now when I'm about to tear the car up, you don't want to say nothing. You've been complaining for 27,000 miles. Man, it was so funny. I laughed.
Yeah, that was funny. That's how
okay. All right, y'all. We at 59:28. We're gonna close this thing out. Did we have one more question? What's one thing I could do to earn more of your respect? What more of your respect? Mm-hmm. What's one thing I could do to earn, or what's one thing you could do to earn more of my respect?
I guess either way.
Okay, so we're gonna do both. Punctuality.
Yep.
Being on time and being aware of schedules, because I put stuff everywhere. Like I can show y'all I put stuff all over the place, and he still gonna ask me 17,000 times.
So let me ask you this.
So when is the graduation again? Baby, I only told you this 89
okay, well, tell me again.
Tell you 90. I got you.
95.
I got you. 90 times. 99 by the time graduation
Yep,
comes.
I'm like, okay, then when graduation?
So punctuality and consistency. Just, being consistent and being punctual are the two things that you can do to earn more of my respect. Now, me, for you.
I don't know, man, because when you get 19 questions deep about something, I've got layers to like as we're talking, right? So okay, well, why you doing that? Why isn't it? Why isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Like when you get 19, 20, I just get exhausted. I'd be like,
so not asking you questions? Is that
no,
what you're saying?
I'm fine with the questions.
Not asking you so many questions?
It's just
be clear. People, hold him accountable.
Yeah.
What is he saying?
I'm saying that after so many questions, I'm kind of exhausted. Questions do something to me.
Give me a number.
I don't know if I got no number.
That's a question.
God damn, man. Give me a number.
How many questions?
I know. How many questions can I ask you? Like, no. We need to talk. Oh, Lord.
Oh. How did you get your ladies to accept your social media presence? Kanoy, I mean, we started from the bottom and we're here. Yeah. So, I mean, like, I have no problem with not only his social media presence, but his presence outside in the world. Like, I am who I am. Like, I appreciate and love him who he is. And as long as he's open and honest with me, like, we have no issues. We have no drama.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But he asked you, not me.
Yeah. Just be like, hey, what you think about this? Hey, like if it's a comment or if it's if we're out in public, like the young lady at
Walk-Ons. We forget that name of that place.
Yeah, at Walk-Ons. She was genuinely excited to see me, as far as, what we bring to the table. And so, if it's open and honest and there's nothing weird about it, then, just gotta, hey, this is what's going on. Hey, she's excited. Hey, you be excited. Everybody be happy. Everybody be happy. We need her to help, push this brand.
So I want to tell you about that. So like, since we're on live, I'll tell you.
Okay.
The next time somebody wants to take a picture with you, I want you to put your arm up here versus anywhere below up here. Okay.
So like a church picture.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Always take your picture up here, because if I catch you and you taking the picture down here,
they where I was.
I don't know. I'm just letting you know for the future. If I see you on the picture, your hand down here on the smalls of somebody's back,
I thought that was natural. That ain't natural. You just gotta watch that kind of stuff.
Be attentive.
Yeah, make her feel a part. Yeah.
I feel it. So Jimmy don't like to answer questions either. And this is something that we talked about earlier today. Like, I'm the type of person that I'll double back and I'll ask the same question. Not for the purpose of trying to catch him up or something. It's because sometimes I forget. Like, and he forgets too. So for the fact that he thinks that I'm asking him to trip him up makes me be like, dude, you've asked me the same questions 99 times. Are you trying to trip me up? But that is why honesty is so important. Because if you tell the truth, you never have to cover those lies.
Okay, so listen. So if you ask me something for the third time, and then I'm like, okay, one more thing. Let me tell you about one more thing I thought about.
You ain't never done crack.
One time.
Never
done.
Never
crack.
Smelled crack.
Never done crack.
Never ever.
One time.
Exactly. And that's you. That is so you. Like, so you trying to tell me, and then you be moving around the answer, and I'll be like, okay, so come on back around. Now let's talk about this again. So now tell me.
Judge Mathis and this lady's going back and forth. So we have this inside joke. The Judge Mathis and talking to this lady about, have you ever done crack? No,
sure?
Never done crack.
You
ever done crack? Never done crack. Never tried it. Never. And he was like, I don't know. You sure you ain't tried it one time? And the lady say, one time. And so it's an inside joke, because a lot of times you ask me things.
I don't have to ask it to you multiple times. I can ask you to it one time, and then you'll be like, well, and I'll be like,
one time. But listen, it takes it. Like everything doesn't come to recollection every time immediately. Sometimes we have to talk about something for 20 minutes. I'm like, oh, you know what? I did stop out there. I have been by there before. Yeah, I have. I hadn't known this person in 6 years. But your expectation is when you bring the person's name up, that I know the person social security number, shoe size.
Don't do that. Don't try to throw it out there like it's an expectation.
I know, but when I do have some answers, you like, why you didn't tell me 13 minutes ago?
No, don't do that. I try to make you feel very comfortable in bringing forth your answer.
Listen, but when I do bring forth the answer,
you've already, in my opinion, lied about it, right?
Right. In your opinion, I've
lied.
I
can't fucking trust you ever.
Right. But it's just the fact that, okay, let me get my bearings. You asked me something about who's your third grade teacher. Like, shit, I don't know. Let me think about it. Oh, I think I was in Miss. You don't know. So you don't know. You don't know your third grade teacher. We're going to
close this show. Okay, let's close. You talking crazy. It has been a wonderful show. Thank y'all for tuning in. A woman will say it better. One question, and that memory better be free.
Woo!
It better be fresh.
Ash.
Look, Ash, on that note, you better know that I already know. I'm not asking you these questions because I don't know. I have already researched this information and I am clear that you did this on this day and said that. But I'm going to give you the opportunity to redeem yourself because if you tell me, I'm going to let it go. But if you don't tell me,
it ain't gonna go
oh, boy, you better put the boxing gloves. PG, bring the boxing gloves.
It ain't gonna go well.
We know that. Go down.
We know it ain't really. We know that.
But I'm very appreciative of our relationship, of what we have going on, and our communication and transparency, not only with you guys, but with each other. So we're going to keep bringing you guys some quality content. We are at 1, almost 10, and a long night either way you answer. Oh, no, Jimmy, if you answer correctly, it may not be a long night. You don't, we may have some problems. We already know.
We're going to run through a couple of the journals real quick. Don't forget, we have the Hello Black College student out there. We have the Hello Black Educator. We have the Hello Black Team. What is your team doing on a daily basis? What are you working on? We have the Entrepreneur. Each one has different questions. We have the Hello Black Couple, for you couples out there. Hello Black Child. Your child's going to be out for the entire summer. You ain't going to give them nothing to do. Hello Black Woman. Hello Black Woman. Hello Black Woman. We have the Hello Black LGBTQ plus, and we have the Hello Black Man. Y'all hit us up, man. Get your journal on helloblackman.com. Check us out on Amazon. And we out this piece.
Almost. We're almost out.
You gonna play something else?
We've had a good night. Thank y'all for joining us. Absolutely.